Hey Tubies, it's Psychic Bob. Well, I'm sitting here contemplating my mystical wheel of the Zodiac. It is so much fun to study the Zodiac wheel and think about all that energy that comes from it. This is my vintage Zodiac wheel pin. It's from the 1970s. Isn't that fun? It's got little crystals around it. A lot of you have been here with me. You've seen this. But for the new people, this is one of my vintage pieces. This actually used to belong to the famous psychic and astrologer Jean Dixon. And I bought this when I bought out part of her estate. So anyways, I just love it. It's a treasured piece. I love to wear my Zodiac pin. I tell you, the Zodiac, oops, I got it on backwards. The Zodiac is all about the sun. Here's our big Zodiac wheel. You guys have seen this, or maybe you haven't if you're new here. But for those of you who've been here a while, we always show this wheel. And what it is that every month, the sun moves into one of the houses of the Zodiac. And so when we talk about, our star sign, our sun sign, when we're born, that means that the house of the Zodiac that the sun was, or the sign that the Zodiac was in, I should say, at the time of our birth. So like right now, we are in the sign of Aries. Let me see, where's our Aries here? Here's Aries. So up until around the 20th this month, our sun is residing in the sign of Aries. So anyways, and then next month we'll move over to the sign of Taurus, you see. So anyways, it's rolling along. We're going through the wheel here. Anyways, we're going to have each of your sun sign horoscopes today. That's right. But before we get into the individual horoscopes, I thought that I'd give you kind of a snapshot overview of some of the major astrological transits of the week, okay? Now, just so you know, these transits and these readings, these horoscopes are for Monday, April 17th, 2017 to Sunday, April 23rd, 2017. So definitely pay attention this week. This is what's going on, okay? Now, today it's Monday, and we have our sun in Aries, as I said, and that's a wonderful power of fire. That's fire energy. We've got our moon in Capricorn, which is a nice grounding earth sign. And today our sun is trine Saturn, which has gone direct. Saturn it's in a favorable aspect. That's the planet of wisdom. And our moon is sextile Neptune, which is the planet of deep feeling, thoughts, psychic, mystery, the occult. So today we have a lot of power to be really grounded and focused and tune into psychic energy. So today is the day to focus on psychic power. I'm so glad I'm doing the horoscopes today because it's like perfect timing to do this type of work. So anyways, yes, today you want to focus on the mysteries within, the cult, the hidden things. If you've been wanting to develop your psychic power, now's a great day to start that. Start studying it, start exploring it. Okay? Now, this week is going to be really interesting because tomorrow on Tuesday, we've got an interesting thing. We've got our moon is square Jupiter. That is not a favorable aspect. And we also have our moon square Pluto, which is, again, a negative aspect for both of these. What this means is that tomorrow you may want to focus on financial goals, but the challenge is that with that square Jupiter, it will be hard to get any resolution. It's going to be hard also with the Pluto, negative Pluto aspect, to be able to see far ahead. So, anything dealing with long-term goals, particularly connected to money tomorrow, probably not the best day. You want to think about Tuesday in terms of maybe just dealing with the here and now. You can plan your long-term investment strategies, your retirement plans, all that later in the week. But really for Tuesday, just keep away from the money issues. It's not the best day for it. But not to worry. It'd be a better day to focus on, continuing your spiritual pursuits or your artistic pursuits tomorrow, okay, on Tuesday. Now, Wednesday, what's really nice is we've got our moon moving into Aquarius. That will actually not be till evening time, but we'll already be feeling that earlier in the day. And that's at 5:51 p.m. Eastern United States time. So figure out what time zone you're in. In relation to that, that's when the moon moves into Aquarius. Now we have our sun on Wednesday entering Taurus. And Taurus is an earth sign. So happy birthday of all our Tauruses. And so actually, normally I always say that it enters Taurus on the 20th. This year it's just a day off. Year to year it'll fluctuate when a sign moves into or as the sun moves into a sign. So this year it actually falls on the 19th. Traditionally it's on the 20th, but it won't be more than a day off usually. So anyways, we've got that Aquarius energy that promotes brotherhood, that promotes, reaching out to people. With that Taurus energy, it's a grounding energy, deals with luxury as well. And this is a day on Wednesday when you want to think about the blessings you've had and share the wealth. It's a great day to give presents to people. It's a great day to treat people. Take them out to lunch. Treat them like royalty. Share the wealth. Connect with others. That's what Wednesday is about this week. On Thursday now, we've got much better financial aspects. On Tuesday, I said on Tuesday, stay away from money issues. But on Thursday this week, which is the 20th, Mercury, the planet of Mercury, moves into Aries. That's, again, firepower. It's all about communications. The sign of Aries is actually ruled by Mercury. So Mercury being in Aries, really great, strong fire energy for communication. Our moon that day is trine Jupiter. Trine aspect means high power. It means, good things. So this would be a better day if you want to work on financial goals. For those of you who are looking for jobs, sending out resumes, trying to do job interviews, or even having a meeting with your boss to talk about your advancement in your career, Thursday this week is the day you want to kind of tackle that. You'll have a lot of success. Friday is going to be probably our most challenging day of this week because we've got some challenging Martian aspects. On Friday, the planet Mars moves into Gemini. Now, Gemini is an air sign. Mars is fire. They stimulate each other, but it's a little chancy because sometimes this can offset partnerships. So even though, like the sign of Gemini deals with partnerships, friendships, things like that, that Martian aspect can be a little challenging. We also have our moon square Mars. Square is a negative aspect. So what it means is that it's going to be a challenging day for people to get on with each other. You may find people are a little more sensitive, a little emotional. Probably not the best day to try to start new partnerships, either romance or business. Okay, so be a little careful on Friday. That's probably our most challenging day, at least emotionally. Okay, but going into the weekend, things improve because our moon moves into Pisces. And we also have our moon favorably aspecting Neptune. What all this means is this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, time for slowing down, doing inner reflection. Again, focus on that spiritual self. So there is a little snapshot here for Monday, April 17th to Sunday, April 23rd, 2017. Now, as I said, we're going to go around our big zodiac wheel. Now, everybody that's here today is going to get a reading. So if you're new here, if you listen up, if you don't know your zodiac sign, after each sign, I'm going to give a birth date range. And whenever you hear the range where your birthday falls, that is your zodiac sign. So we're going to spin around our big wheel here. So listen up, okay? Now, our first sign on our wheel is Aries, and that's March 21st to April 20th. Aries, all of this fire energy that keeps recurring throughout this week is really in your favor. This is the week when Aries want to think about joining with others. It's a great week for romance. It's also a great week for Aries for business. So you're going to find that you're going to have a lot of influence this week, winning friends and influencing people. Think in terms of communication. Think in terms of being the bigger person. If you have a conflict that you need to settle, be the person and reach out in peace. You will be well received. Aries, it's also highlighted for you as well, growth in finance this week. So definitely focus on those career issues as well as investment opportunities. It's a week for winning. Your key word this week, Aries, is partnership. Okay. Our next sign is Taurus, and that's April 21st to May 20th. Taurus, one of the things that you're going to be finding this week is that you are on stable ground. There's going to be a real sense, because as the sun starts to move into your sign, of being empowered, being uplifted, feeling stable, feeling secure. Trust that security and know that people are looking to you right now to kind of set the example, set the lead, Be the leader this week and speak the words of truth. You're also going to find in relationships that any challenges you've been having in the emotional side of life is actually going to start to be stable, and there'll be clear communications. So like the Aries, good week for job focus, good week for romance for you. Also highlighted for Taurus are issues connected to real estate and investment. So if you're a Taurus, you've been wanting to buy some property, invest in a home or some land, definitely look into that this week as well. Doors will open. Your key word this week, Taurus, is grounding. All right, our next sign is Gemini, and that's May 21st to June 20th. Geminis, you are very much the peacekeepers this week. You're going to find that people are bringing you into situations, asking you to be a negotiator. Geminis want to focus on their transcendent view, their psychic self, and try to see each side's view. You're going to find that you're able to influence people and bring opposition or warring parties together and have peace. Gemini, you're going to find that this is good because you are not being dragged into conflicts. Even though you'll be asked to settle conflicts, everybody's going to be nice to you this week. Geminis will find, particularly in the career area, that they want to put their best foot forward this week. It's an excellent time to arrange meetings, particularly like interviews with a boss or interviews for a new position. Really focus on getting what you need. You've got that negotiating power behind you. Also, romance, Gemini, you're going to find this week that if you treat romance a little bit like a business deal, people are gonna respect you. It's gonna be like, okay, well, I'll go, like if you have a wife, you'll say, okay, I'll go to that ballet concert with you, but you have to go golfing with me on the weekend. And if you kind of make a quid pro quo offer, then you're gonna find that everybody's happy and you're getting on well. Also highlighted for Geminis this week are issues connected to education and learning. So if you've been wanting to go to school, take some classes, look into that this week as well. Your key word this week, Gemini, is harmony. All right, our next sign is Cancer, and that's June 21st to July 22nd. Cancers, right now, despite other people's challenges in the financial area, you're actually entering the place where you can start to build stability and growth. This week, Cancers would do very well to focus on financial investments or career advancement. In the emotional area this week, Cancer, it might be a little challenging for you because you might find that people around you are just a little high strung and not able to kind of be on the same page, at least in romance and kind of interpersonal relationships. But in business, you have the upper hand this week. That's where you want to keep your focus. Focus on business. Let the other people just kind of settle down. Don't get caught up in dramas, and you're going to be fine this week. Also highlighted for Cancers this week are issues connected to artistic pursuits, more in the sense of artistic investments, such as buying art or selling art. So kind of keep that also in the back of your mind, that you might snag a deal at a yard sale. It ends up being a $10 million painting, okay? So that's the type of energy you got. Anyway, so your key word this week, Cancer, is plan. Okay. Our next sign is Leo, and that's July 23rd to August 22nd. Leos, right now you want to take the whole world under your wings and give them love. Leos are going to find that their natural leadership is very much heightened this week. Leos, people are looking to you to set the word of knowledge, to set the example, and you're going to do that and you're going to shine. In the career area, Leo, the word is climb the ladder and advancement this week. So you're going to have a lot of opportunities to shine. Don't be shy. Step up to the plate and just let your natural power work through you. Leos are also going to find in relationships this week that people just want to run up and hug you. You may literally have people grabbing at you as you walk down the street saying, oh, I want to talk to you. That's all right. You are going to draw fans, okay? Let them take your picture. Let them adore you. You know, Leo, you know how to be a star. And really being a star is kind of your modus operandi, especially this week, okay? Also highlighted for Leos are issues connected to writing and publishing. So if you've been wanting to write a book, maybe a biography of your life and tell your story, excellent time for creative writing. Your key word this week, Leo, is Embrace. Okay. Our next sign is Virgo, and that's August 23rd to September 22nd. Virgos, you have that eagle-eyed view this week. You're able to see right through all the craziness, right to what needs to be done. Honor that vision and take charge. Virgos, you will find that you're not going to want to sit on the sidelines and let other people figure things out, because there's a lot of crazy Martian energy this week that's going to make people around you a little scattered or aggressive. Just step in, be silent, do what you got to do, and then get out. That will bring you success in career, definitely. In areas of relationship, Virgo, also this week, think about your words very carefully before you speak, because people around you are going to be a little hypersensitive. Virgos have a tendency to state the facts, but occasionally Virgos struggle with the tact element. No offense, Virgos, but this week you're going to have to be a little careful with that. So focus on tact and gentility when you deal with personal relationships. But in business, speak little, do the work, get out. That'll make you successful this week. Also highlighted for Virgos this week are issues connected to home renovation. So if you're a Virgo, you may want to paint the house or change the carpet, be open to that, okay? Your key word this week, Virgo, is focus. All right. Our next sign is Libra, and that's September 23rd to October 22nd. Libras, you are feeling that Aquarian energy that comes in this week, and you're already feeling it, and you're going to want to reach out and build friendships this week. Libras will find in business that they want to be everybody's friend. It's not a competition right now. It's an issue of friendship. So make those of people at your work, even who you find challenging, into your partners, your friends, and you're going to succeed. Libras have the gift for communication as an air sign. And this week, with that Martian energy, it stimulates you to say new things, share your thoughts, get that out there. You're going to find in the work area that people are listening, and particularly higher ups who want to work with you are going to give you a chance, because they're going to hear your thoughts and think, that person knows what they're doing. So definitely be vocal, share your thoughts, and bring people under your banner of friendship, okay? Now, in the area of relationships, also this week, Libra, remember that communication element. You want to talk from the heart. You don't have to say a lot, but speak what you speak from truth, simply and clearly. This clinches the deal. If you're trying to get into a relationship or move towards a marriage even, just speak from the heart. Keep it short, keep it simple, but you're going to be wonderful. Also highlighted for Libras this week are issues connected to business development. So if you're a Libra and you've been wanting to build a business or expand a current business, independent business is a very strong focus for Libras this week. So if you've been wanting to get out there and start something, start it, okay? Your timing is good. Your key word this week, Libra, is share. Okay, our next sign is Scorpio, and that's October 23rd to November 21st. Scorpios, right now, you're in a place where you are looking within. This week, there's a lot of energy for psychic development, spiritual growth, and deep discovery. Scorpios, you're not going to be so much an outer world person this week as an inner world. So when it comes to issues like work, try not to speak a lot. Don't jump into the fray, because there is going to be zaniness in the work area. Just stay in the background, go within, meditate, and in your mind resolve conflict. In the coming days, you can step more into the outer world, but I would say, at least for right now, for most of this week, I would stay within, focus on interior growth. That's where you're going to have success. Not the best week for Scorpio for romance either, because you're going to find that you want to be a little isolated and work on yourself. So it's not probably the best week for us to go out on a new date and try to meet people. Put that off for next week. This week, work on you. Discover again who you are and what you know. Also highlighted for Scorpios this week are issues connected to creative writing. So if you've been wanting to maybe write poetry or write a story, go ahead and start doing some writing as well. You could also do spiritual writing, such as channeling of messages and writing, automatic writing. So, great week for psychic development. Your key word this week, Scorpio, is trust. Trust your inner self. Okay. Our next sign is Sagittarius, and that's November 22nd to December 21st. Sagittarius, you have a lot of energy this month, or this week, I should say, very much like the Libras. You're all about brotherhood, all about friendship, all about connectivity. Sagittarius, as you know, you are the deep philosophers and the teachers of the Zodiac. But this week, rather than sitting up on your pedestal and expounding your wisdom, go out, be among the common folk, and get to know their perspective. You'll find a wealth of knowledge comes to you. In the work area, if you're a Sagittarius and you're in a leadership position or management position, go down and be among the workers and learn their world. For those of you who are seeking to grow into a management, this is a wonderful time also to go mix with the managers, because you have an energy now about equality and connecting with others that will serve you in career. Also, this is a wonderful week for Sagittarius for romance and relationships, because you're able to meet people heart to heart. There's an open energy of the heart right now around Sagittarius, and an equal exchange of love and good feelings. So this is a great week for you, Sagittarius, to mix, mingle, be among the people. You know, it's funny, even though you're going to have to work, there's a lot of social activity connected to work, so definitely be part of that. Also highlighted for Sagittarius this week are issues connected to travel. So if you've been wanting to get on a plane and go see something, go do it now. Plan it and make it happen. Your keyword this week, Sagittarius, is build. All right, our next sign is Capricorn. That's December 22nd to January 19th. You know, Capricorns, you are truly in touch with the Aquarian vibe this week. You are into reaching people. You're also feeling that Martian energy and that air energy of Aries, and you just want to talk to the whole world. This is an excellent week for Capricorns to focus on group expansion, group discussion. Capricorn, you might be a little challenged on one-on-one with personal people, particularly in romance this week. So if you're, it may not be the best week to work on relationships, personal relationships, but it is an excellent week for Capricorns in the business area. So if you want to plan a big business meeting, like a conference call or a big, round table, this is where your power is this week. And you'll find that you have great organizational skills for that and great communication skills. Also highlighted for Capricorns this week are issues connected to the occult. So be open to connection with the larger spirit world and the cosmos around you. Your keyword this week, Capricorn, is communicate. All right, our next sign is Aquarius, and that's January 20th to February 18th. Aquarius, you are feeling that air energy. There's a lot of air and fire energy this week, and that is really working for Aquarius. All the psychic energy as well, that Neptune energy, is putting you in touch with your psychic self. You're going to find that you are a natural channel this week, Aquarius. People are coming to you out of the blue saying, give me a message from the stars. Be open to that. You have the power to do it. For those of you Aquarius who said, well, I don't have any psychic power. Oh, absolutely you do. And this week you want to tap into that. So be open to mystical revelations. It's an excellent week for Aquarius to explore, mysteries such as scrying crystal balls, scrying water, trans-channeling. All of these things are available to the Aquarius this week, and they should use it to better their lives and better the lives of those around them. So Aquarius, be open to connecting with others. In terms of personal relationships and romance, Aquarius may be a little bit challenging for you because you're going to feel like you have to draw in the masses this week. It may be hard to get in touch with so much of that heart energy because so much is coming through all the other chakras. But, take your time, slow it down, and try to listen. If you feel challenged in personal relationships this week, just don't try to be the teacher, just try to listen. And that will give the person that you're connecting with the feeling of like, wow, they really care. And you will really care by doing that, okay? Your key word this week, Aquarius, is empower. Empower yourself and empower those around you. All right, and our next sign, our last sign, I should say, is Pisces. Last but not least, okay? And that's February 19th to March 20th. You know, Pisces, you are in tune with all that psychic energy as well this week. You're going to find, unlike the Aquarius, that you're not so much in a leadership role. You're not having the masses come to you. This week for Pisces may feel a little isolating, not in a negative way, more of a kind of a retreat way. So this is a better time for Pisces to step out of the fray, look within, do spiritual development, but do it in a more solitary way. In the next week, you're going to be able to come out in a much more public way. But for right now, Pisces want to be alone, focus on themselves, and draw the power of the cosmos into them. You will find that this also for you is not the best week for romance. And normally Pisces is a romantic sign, but this week all the energy is for you to keep within yourself, not for sharing with others. So that's okay. Sometimes we have to have these quiet times, these retreat times. So this is your week for retreat, Pisces. Don't get caught up into the fray at work, sidestep it. And what's interesting is you could even skip out on a meeting and people will swear that you were there and contributed positively. Now, don't get in trouble at work and say, Psychic Bob said I could skip the meeting. But really, you know, you have that energy that people will perceive your presence actually much stronger if they're being silent than speaking. Your key word this week, Pisces, is meditate. Oh my gosh, guys. Well, there we go. We spun around our big zodiac wheel. I'm so glad you're here. Listen, I want to remind all of you, and you know, I say it, it's always true. If you're in a time of challenge in your life, don't get overwhelmed and give into despair. Just pause. Look to the stars. Stars above us are moving and evolving. They are our allies on the journey, and they will give us help and hope. So have no fear, but keep faith, hope, and love in your heart, and let the zodiac guide and protect you and bless you. Well, guys, I am so glad you're here. Listen, thank you for being part of Spiritual. You're the best. I love you. I hope this has been helpful for you today. Listen, tell me in the box below, what is your horoscope sign? You know, back in the 70s, it was like a pickup line. People used to wear these big medallions, and they say, hey, baby, what's your sign? Now I hear people talk like that. I'm like, oh. But it was the thing back in the day. Well, you guys are the best. Thanks for being here. I love you. By the way, like this video, favorite it, share it with your friends. Let's get out the word about Spirit Channel and hit subscribe. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Tomorrow's Tuesday, and that means time tomorrow for messages from the spirit world. So you don't want to miss that. Be here, and we'll see you then. I love you guys. I send you my blessings, and I'm going to go out and look to the stars. We'll see you tomorrow. Until then, may you always blessed be.